Bless the Lord, oh my soul. All within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Forget not all his benefits. He forgives all your sin. He heals all your brokenness. He redeems your life from the pit. Crowns you with mercy, crowns you with love. Slow to anger, rich in love. His compassion rises like the sun. From the heavens, high above. Great is his love for everyone. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given him praise. As far as the east from the west, he has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let his mercy cover the night. From everlasting to everlasting, his kingdom rules in light. The Lord works righteousness, justice for all who are oppressed. He made his ways known to Moses, his acts to the children of Israel. As a father has compassion on the children that he loves, so the Lord shows compassion to the ones who fear his name. He remembers we are dust. Our days are like the grass, but his mercy never fades. His faithfulness will last. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Every heart be given him praise. As far as the east from the west, he has carried my sins away. Bless the Lord, oh my soul. Let his mercy cover the night. From everlasting to everlasting, his kingdom rules in light.
All right, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. How's everybody doing? We're going to go ahead and get started here this morning. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Good morning, John. Good morning, Jeff, Stan, Octavian, Sloth, Georgette. Good morning. We're gonna have a good day today. We're going to go long. We're just at open. We're gonna full port long, and we're not going to close that position till the end of the day. That's what we're gonna do. Because that's all we've been doing is going higher. That's all we've been doing. It's been crazy. It's been ridiculous. I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm just kidding. We're not just going to click a button and go long. Just in case those who believed me. All right, let me get everything set up here on my end, and then we'll get started. Let's go ahead and mark our previous day high and previous day low. I am working on a pre-market indicator that's going to do everything for us. I'll be releasing that for everybody inside the academy, hopefully soon. I'm working on a lot of things, aren't I? Working on a lot of things. I feel like I got my hands full. All right, so let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame. I want something with no words right now. I want something with no words. I want something with no words. Let's do this. All right, this will be a little more chill. We have our 4-hour swing high sitting above us, or a weekly sitting above us. This this was London. We actually had a move to the downside. That's amazing. It's amazing. But we did, as a result of that, dip into this hourly and the previous day high right there. Then if we take a look at what we're finding resistance on, we have a hourly here. So we're between two hourly fair value gaps right now. We got a bearish breaker right here, and we've come into that there. Yes, 100%, Octavian. We cannot predict. We just gotta watch the charts and trade based on what we see. Let me go back to ES here. ES is almost at all-time highs. So we're watching all-time highs on ES here. That's all-time highs on ES. Let me confirm. Yeah, based on wow, we need to make sure that's set. Yeah, okay. NQ has a long ways to go for all-time highs. We're sitting up here, 400 points. I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna dip and drop eventually, and I'm thinking about my long-term investment accounts. Like, this is looking pretty nice being up here. I might cash in some of those. Market opens in 3 minutes. Drop down to the 15-minute time frame. London low has been ran. London high is sitting right here. Consolidating here. We have an opening range. A discount opening range still. I like that. I like the breaker. I want to see this inversion come up to this inversion sitting at 115 on the 15-minute time frame. That's what I'm going to watch for price coming up into that level and see if it finds resistance there. So I want to see something like this and then lower prices based on the structure that we're seeing right here. and just the extended move that we've been getting. If we blow through this, we'll look at opportunities for London high and for this previous week, or for this weekly high. How'd you guys do yesterday? Did you guys survive? You guys survived yesterday? All right, we just hit the 15-minute fair value gap right before we're open. There's the wick. There's just a I mean, I'm not. That's just incredible. Here's the 15-minute that I was interested in. You can see that we closed directly inside it, and now we are dropping. I feel you, Wolf. I feel you. My trade of 8's not opening. There it goes. Previous day is tagged here. Let's look at the 5-minute. There's 70% tag right there, perfectly. There's a tag of the breaker. I want it to reach up into here. If this finds resistance here, I will consider looking at a short. I'm not going to chase it, and I'm not going to jump in early. Targets to the downside, I don't know. Any of those fair value gaps? Today's Thursday. We had Fed, or the Fed Manufacturing Index. That's all we have. Okay. I haven't jumped in any shorts though. If it didn't tag out London low, would looking for longs be a bad idea? Not necessarily. It's left those many times. I'm looking for the obvious draw on liquidity. London high is attractive. Opening range gap is just about filled to right here. That's really what I wanted. I wanted it to come right here and then come down into this 15 in the hourly here. The hourly and the 15 has not been tagged. 15, what is that? Why do I have this? Why is that there? I don't even know what that is. Let's delete it. No worries, Sloth. We'll get to it. We'll explain a breaker. A breaker is a pattern that is built around liquidity sweeps. So you have all these highs here. Price runs that level and then drops below it. So it creates a high, low, higher high, and then it comes back down. I like to see it come back up to it and then drop. This breaker is legit. It respected it. I wanted to come out up higher because it was the opening bell. Because of volatility, I assumed and did not want to get in early, so I waited for a level that, hey, if it gets to this level, my stop is only potentially 40 handles. That's tight compared to down here or right here being a higher level, which would be, it's like 60 handles. So I want to wait and see how it interacts with these levels here and let price kind of do its thing. See if it wants to completely inverse this. If it wants to completely inverse this, we can consider taking a long because we have a sweep of liquidity right here, right? We have a sell side liquidity on the bottom right there. If this turns into an inversion, that's in context to these highs, it's in discount. So our first swing high break even would be right here. That looks attractive. We did dip into there briefly, not long enough for me to even do anything. We'll probably let this 15-minute candle work itself out, see where it wants to go. No, thank you. I wanted to do them normally at the open, so I want to transition to doing it right around the open. So it's going to be a new practice of me getting used to. So let's go ahead, open in prayer, and then we'll get started. Well, let's open in prayer and then we'll continue. Father, we honor you this morning. Lord, we dedicate this time to you. Father, thank you for your leadership and your direction. Father, I pray that you direct our steps. Father, that we would be wise in our dealings. We would be wise with what you've placed in our hands. And we would be good stewards of it. We honor you today. I pray a blessing over everyone here. In Jesus' name, amen. I mean, if the market tells us it's going to climb, we're going to climb with it. I've just decided. If the market says we're going to crash or drop, I'm going to drop with it. Correct. No first presented fair value gap yet. No, we don't count that one. I mean, it's obvious, so we can use it in our analysis, but if we're looking for the first presented fair value gap, it's not there. This is the Nasdaq, yes. I want to treat this as a market maker sell model right here. So we have our accumulation, stage 1, stage 2, smart money reversal. We see displacement, and then our stage 1 and 2 distribution. So I'm going to want to treat this as a market maker sell model. I don't want to look for higher prices. I want to treat this as my market maker sell model. And I think our 930 level was our smart entry, and I think we're going to go lower. I'm just looking for my opportunity to also participate in it. Yesterday, I'll be having another one probably either the end of this week, so tomorrow. I have two more that are finished. I really wanted to finish the 30-day roadmap before I send it, and I think I could be in a position to release it by Friday. Yeah, they're older ones, Sandra. They're older videos, but they're on there. They're good. Nothing's changed on my opinion of them. If you type in Tyler Bundy MMXM model, it should come up. Or Tyler MMXM model. Good morning. What's up? What's up? Yeah, so it's going to be a separate offering. Those that are currently in the academy will get access to it. But after that, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to put all it together. But the 30-day roadmap is going to be a free PDF. You can do it on your own. If you want the companion video to go along with it, you pay for that. And then it's 30 days, one lesson each day for 30 days. It's intentional to not allow you to just do it all in one day. You do not learn that way, and I'm forcing people to do it over 30 days. With that is going to be, so you'll get the companion video, and then if you're inside the academy, you will get, I just created the channel where I'll have supplementary lessons and support for each of the lessons to help people understand and grasp it more. So that's going to be released here soon. I think we're going to get a drop without warning. I think we're just going to drop without warning. that's what it wouldn't surprise me. You bet, Donald. It's been a big shift in my trading. Yes, sir. Devin, Trade of 8, Tradeify, not Trade of 8. Tradeify is great for getting started. Yeah, we got too much evidence that I think we're going lower right here. There's the dip into the hourly. There's our first presented fair value gap, which is horrible. Okay, so hourly will have a sweep here most likely. Wow, ES is just, wow. We got equal lows on ES right here. Like I said, I wanted to take the breaker. It was before my 15 minute. We didn't have a fair value gap, but it played out nicely. I don't know how to trade this, guys. 50% of the dealing range. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do that right there. So 50% is sitting right here. Retracement 50%. We can look for continuation. Let's go up to the hourly. We did hit just 50% of that. We'll see if it wants to find support here inside this 4 hour to move higher. I do not want to see a lower low right here, because then we could just be beginning a nice aggressive drop, and I want to be a part of that. It's a great question, AMS. Where is that? Thank you, please. Windows Journal. Getting rid of the opening range gap. We don't need that right now. Let's look at the hourly. The hourly, hang on. We have a sweep on the 4 hour. We have a sweep on the 1 hour. This tells me I want to go short. So that's all I'm looking for is my opportunity to get short. I'm thinking 50% first presented fair value gap. If it wants to get up to there and it gets animated, maybe it comes back up to the breaker and then it gives us another opportunity. Or if we get an inversion, an aggressive inversion to the downside, we can use that as an opportunity as well. But it is already 10 o'clock, so this is what I'm looking at for the hourly. This sweep, these sweeps right here, and this candle right here, and the close. So how high do we want to get? I don't know if it's going to want to leave a fair value gap here or not. So if it does leave a fair value gap, 50% is probably where I have to get in. We have this candle's low right here on the hourly that's mitigated the upper half of this. Technically, it doesn't have to go higher than this, and if we go right to where that wick's at, we have our 50% and our first presented fair value gap for an opportunity. We also have a breaker right there as well. Inside that consolidation, we have bodies only. I'm not looking at the wick. We have high, low, higher high, and then we sell off right here. And that also overlaps with that first presented fair value gap. If we are moving lower, this is where I'd want it to be, somewhere around here. My 50% level is at 364.50. Yeah, just around there. Yeah. Yeah, it could find resistance right here with this wick. 15-minute candle here covering that. With the 5-minute, we have more space. I want it to come up to here, and then I need to see evidence that it wants to roll over. Stop at that high is still 46 points. 25 points is what I prefer, to be honest with you. Here's the thing. If this fails, there's a good chance we could go all the way up here. So either we take our opportunity here, or we hope that it goes all the way up here. You decide. You decide. Do we want to take our shot here, or do you want to hope that it comes all the way up here? Because it may not. It could. That's the risk of taking a trade. You got to put risk on sometime. Now that we've hit the level, I'm watching how this candle closes. I'm going to take an entry. Target's going to be currently at the low. Right now I'm risking about 25 handles. Where did I get in? Right here. And my stop's at that high. 28 handles is what I'm risking. Target's 78 handles, so it's almost a 3R trade if it runs. If it violates it and we get stopped out, then we look at an opportunity up here for a short. That's what we'd look at. I'm trading based off this hourly candle right here, giving us a sweep of liquidity. The 4 hour gave us one as well, and we closed below, had massive displacement. I think we leave a fair value gap here. I think we leave some form of fair value gap there. You bet, Grace. I'm glad you like it. Thank you. That means a lot. I might just take a snippet of that comment. It's encouraging. All right, so see how it's going higher here? That's not good news for us. This candle did not have a wick on it. That's why I moved it, just in case. And there's the wick. All right, stopped out. If this 5 minutes is still respected, I may consider getting back in if this 5 minute is not violated in 44 seconds. Because it looks like we're going to get an inversion to the downside right here. I think I'm going to try this one more time. If we hit that wick high, then we just respected this 5 minute fair value gap. 5 minute, there is no more 5 minutes here. We respected it. We get a 1 minute inversion to the downside. We have displacement here. Unless we are just completely on, I don't know, drugs on going higher, I don't see why. So we're gonna do it one more time. Proper risk management. And see if this plays out in our favor. $15-minute, there's no fair value gaps. There's nothing to reach higher for. On the 30-minute, there's a 30-minute fair value gap that doesn't close until 13 minutes from now. So I think we still do our drop here. Yeah, I don't do analysis on the micros. I only do it on the minis. The mini is the main contract. It's where the volume is at. If the mini hits a high, I'm going to take profit, not necessarily on MNQ. If we get a fair value gap entry, I'm going to add to my position. It's my what, Brandon? I added to my position on that breaker, that candle that went up to the breaker right here. Hoping to see that continuation to the downside right here. We are finding support at 10 a.m. I think we go lower here. could wake up to this 2-minute. I'll sell one at the low, current low of day, and see if it wants to run lower. Do a trailing drawdown or something. We need to see an expansion lower. I don't like the consolidation here. Five-minute is still, we inverse the 5-minute. This is good. There's another 5-minute fair value gap right here. So we're seeing structure support the downside move. That's why I'm willing to give myself a larger stop like I have right now to allow the trade to play out and not try to get wicked out. I see the structure formulating or forming for lower moves. If this was violated, my position I would have changed my position. So this 5-minute being respected, and this 5-minute currently creating a inversion to the downside right here is really good. Now, depending on how this candle with that wick closes in the next 19 seconds is going to determine if I like this trade still or not. We did go up to that 2-minute fair value gap, and if it closes red like this, that's going to be amazing. That's unfortunate. It would have been nice to get a absolute killer of a candle to the downside there. There's two ways to look at this. We could slowly make our way back up to this wick high and then just continue, or this wick high could hold. I'm just going to let it play out and see what happens here. ES looks heavy. We'll see if we can get it to run lower here. That stinks. If we go from my full account being green to being stopped out, that will hurt. The higher time frame is supporting more downside of price action than the lower time frame. Lower time frame might look like it's going higher, but the higher time frame here still is not showing us that it's moving, that it's violating any premium PD race. This down close candle, or this order block right here, is kind of what we're watching, which is in line with this 5-minute fair value gap. I want to see this order block hold, this fair value gap hold, and as long as we do those things, I'm going to stay in the trade. If we violate those, I mean, I'm getting wicked out. That's where my stop is placed to allow for whatever it wants to do while still supporting the idea of lower prices. The moment it starts violating that, I'm going to get wicked anyway, because that's where my stop is placed. New 15-minute candle. Still, I like everything I see here. If it starts pumping higher, then it's going to make it obvious that it's not supporting that idea anymore. This 15-minute on ES is untagged. Yeah, I still like down plays, guys. I'll let this stop me out, and I'll accept the loss, and I'll be done for the day and accept that loss for this trade. It looks really good. This is how we trade. It's boring. It's allowing your feelings to do what they want, but not acting on anything. This is off of Lo-Fi FM, Lowly FM. That's who's playing this, Lowly FM. All right, so the 5 minute, this is our first clue of it running against us. We have a 5 minute inversion to the upside. It has violated our position, or violated our inversion, or fair value gap, I should say, and it inverted it. We have the previous day high that we're tagging right now. ES still looks heavy. ES still looks like it wants to drop. We have that 15 minute in here. So I'm hoping that we are still on side. That's always a concern. 22. But right now I've only taken 2 trades today. So my goal is to keep it under 4 trades per day. That's my rule. I don't know what the rule change was because I don't trade. I only trade futures, so I don't even know what the trade rule was. What was it? My code works on Take Profit Trader. I know that. That's weird. Take Profit Trader is. Did you go to a link or did you use the code DTJ? Well, let me find out. Let me see what's happening. I might be getting stopped out here, folks. Did I get stopped out? Not yet. Okay. My last transaction was at 8:26 this morning. So an hour ago. Here, try this. Tell me if it works. Try going directly to there. Oh, it's working now. Okay. You stopping at the breaker? Well, I'm hoping we don't get up to the breaker because I already have my stop set. It looks like we're probably, it looks very likely for it to come up. It looks like it wants to come up to here again. Yeah, I've done that many times. I don't know anybody that's never done that before. You're not supposed to drag your stop. Don't drag your stop. Oh, so they're removing it. Ah, that's interesting. So they're removing it for active day trading. Oh, that's great for traders. It really is. It will open a lot of opportunities for traders. I think that's a great thing. There's still a benefit to trading futures, and it's taxes. You get tax breaks for trading futures. No, I don't have anything regarding taxes and trading. I have my accountant do all my taxes. By the way, if you need an accountant, I have an accountant for you. She's amazing. First year we worked with her with all my real estate stuff. She saved me $40,000 in taxes. 40. Come on, can we get just a continuation to the downside, please? It's not looking good. If we start going this direction, I mean, there's nothing. There's no fair value gaps. It's only liquidity up here. I guess we have a smaller time frame one, but that's already been tagged. Ugh. I'm annoyed. Yep, Chad. That is correct. That is correct. Well, folks, it's been real. It's been real. It's been real. Lord, it is in your hands, Father. I'm not out yet. I'm almost. It's just about there. Here, you can see it. You can watch it with me. All right. There it is. There it is. There it is, folks. There it is. I'm done. I'm done. We'll do our daily affirmation here. The market is so weird right now. We just have to manage our risk. And that hits my max daily loss for today, so I'm not going to trade anything else. If it drops here, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be fine if it drops to the floor from right here. No worries. Well, you don't want to do anything right now, and here's why. The 30-minute could inverse. The hourly could, if it closes above these two down closed candles, it's back to longs. Before I got too much time on its hands. $250 is my max daily loss. Thanks for being honest, Mackie. I'm laughing not at you. I'm laughing with you. I'm laughing with you and crying with you. No, I don't have a target profit. Yep, the 5-minute failed. That was my first sign that it was gonna not work in our favor. But by that point in time, it was already here. I mean, what's another 20 points? Thank you, Damien. Is that Dame I-N Diaz? Thank you, my friend. I'm doing this affirmation today is for me. This affirmation today is for me. We need 75 likes and we'll do our affirmation. AMS, I can tell you right now, you may not like the answer, but I'll tell you how to deal with it. You rebuke it because it's a spirit. I'm being very simplistic, but you rebuke it and you stand on the word of God. No, I'm not in a trade right now. You rebuke it. You don't accept that. When you have the thoughts, you renounce the thoughts. And you speak life over yourself. We don't understand the power we have and the authority we have as believers. And we have to walk it out. We have to walk it out. Yep, we've already traded. We had 2 losses. One got wicked out, and then we re-entered it. We're up 50 points. And then it came back and ran our stops. Ouch. It did not feel good today. Did not feel good today. Give me 5 more likes and we'll do our affirmation, guys. We've done this affirmation or this verse many times. 2 trades, 2 to 4 trades ideally. This one is based on Proverbs 3 verse 5 and 6. Okay, when we have losses, this is my go-to. This is my go-to, folks. This is my go-to verse. This is, if I haven't said it yet, this is my go-to. Okay, my verse. Not necessarily this particular affirmation. I change different affirmations because it could impact people differently. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. I trust in the Lord fully and release my need to figure everything out. I do not rely on my own understanding. I follow his direction. In every decision, I acknowledge him first. He leads me with clarity. My path is made straight. I trust the Lord. I trust the Lord. Even in the losses, I trust the Lord. Even in the desire to want to revenge trade and try to make it back and get rid of the pain, I trust the Lord and I don't do it. Have I done it? Yeah. Have I messed up? Yeah. That is our affirmation for today. I'm a big fan of inversions. The inversion that looked good for price to start moving higher was actually when I was in a trade going short, so I didn't do anything with it. All right, price is going to close here in 2 minutes. Are we going to close above or below it? And we might just be consolidating on the hourly. Wouldn't that be nice? Follow the plan. Model. Showed up. Didn't work out. That's okay. I still like shorts. I do. You bet, Stephanie. God bless. They were good 2 trades. I don't regret taking them. I just never like the feeling that is left behind when you take the loss. That's just the truth. So that is going to be it for today, folks. I mean, we're going to call it quits. I'm going to be done on my accounts. We gotta manage risk. And maybe something comes up this afternoon, but if I take it, it would be on my personal account. It would not be on my funded accounts. So I'm gonna call it a day here, folks. We will be meeting, Georgette. Yes. We will be live here in about 30 minutes. So I'll see you guys on the Discord. We'll see you in the live stream. If we start dropping here, then maybe we can look at with the personal account. We'll see. All right, guys. God bless. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We will see and talk to you guys soon.